everyone!
We're back!
And this time we've reviewed the second volume of the Naruto manga.
Before we get started, I just want to point out that yesterday it was somebody's birthday.
I'm really old now.
I'm not.
You will be.
She actually got some Naruto-related presents, and I want her to share them with you.
Yeah, so I got two important presents. The first one I got was the final box set of the Naruto manga. I'm pretty sure it's 49 to 72. So now we can review all of them for you.
Yay!
So the other one I got was my favorite character. His English voice actor actually sent me a recorded birthday message. So that was really exciting, and I thought about playing it, but I decided not to because the character actually hasn't been introduced in the manga yet, so we'll keep that one as a surprise. The voice actor's name, though, is Katelyn, so you can Google it if you want to.
Try and figure that one out.
Yeah, it's a bit tricky because he plays more than one character.
I actually once got a birthday message from my favourite wrestler, Kevin Nash,
Yes.
on Twitter. And made us curious who you guys would want to get a personalised birthday message from if you had the choice.
Yeah, so it can be fictional or real, it doesn't matter, just whoever it is.
So post in the comments below who you would want to get a birthday message from.
Yeah.
So I'm going to run down what happened in this volume. We start off with Team 7 still taking their ninja test, which they thankfully pass.
Yeah. We didn't know.
No, we did not. So I'm glad we found out. They start taking on missions, which Naruto is not impressed with because they're kind of like really basic missions, like saving people's cats and babysitting people. So he requests that they be given some more difficult missions, which is actually granted.
Yeah.
They take on a more difficult mission, which is bodyguarding a bridge builder on his way back home. And they get attacked. Kakashi has to step up and start using his special abilities.
Yes.
When Kakashi's in trouble, the team has to step up to help defeat Zabuza. And they win.
Yes.
Thanks to some outside interference. Before realizing that he may still be alive and they may still need extra training to defeat him.
Yeah, so that's a bit of a cliffy.
Yeah. So we're going to run through the important scenes in the book now too.
Yeah, so you can say yours first because I have more than you.
Oh. Okay, so Kakashi, noticing really small details like a puddle being spotted on a hot day when there hasn't been rain for weeks, and the winter coat on a rabbit. I thought that was really cool. We haven't really seen a lot of Kakashi's abilities yet. We just know that he's an elite ninja.
Yeah, a Jonin.
And this gives you more of a glimpse of his skills and the way he thinks. So that was really cool for me. I also really liked Naruto stabbing his hand.
Yeah, that was a good moment.
It was really good. He declares that he's not going to be a burden anymore. He's not going to run away. He's going to step up and fight. Yeah. And also, in that same scene, you also get a glimpse of the automatic healing power of the nine-tailed demon fox inside him when Kakashi's bandaging the wound.
Yeah.
What about you?
So I got a little bit happy with how many pages I thought were important. So I bookmarked a lot. Basically, a lot of them were at the start. Because I've read this before, I think I look into it a bit more and what happens now and the results of it later. So Kakashi mentioning that they need teamwork to pass, I thought was pretty nice. And then also mentioning that his best friend had already died and his name was written on the memorial stone.
This part was interesting for us because we actually noticed that there was differences between our volumes. Mine was printed in June 2007 and hers was printed in September 2014. And in the same scene, Kakashi says that the memorial includes the names of his best friends, plural in mine. Yes. but in hers, it just says best friend. So somewhere along the line, they actually edited the manga, the English version anyway.
Yeah, so they cut it from being his friends to just being one, which is kind of interesting.
Given what happens later.
Yeah, and it works with my headcanon anyway, so.
What were your other favourite important scenes?
The other important scenes that I thought were recognizing that Kakashi had failed every team previously and actually passed Team 7, so that showed how Team 7 was good and the first one who actually cared about teamwork.
Mm-hmm.
And they did that by the final test being tying Naruto up and giving Sasuke and Sakura food.
Mm-hmm.
Kakashi told them under no circumstances they weren't able to give Naruto food, and then he ran off somewhere and watched them behind a bush. And well, he did. And then they started to eat, and Sasuke gave Naruto some of his food because he thought that would all work better together if they had eaten. And then Sakura also did that. Kakashi came back pretending to be really angry and then told them that they passed with a love heart. Yeah, because he seemed to like to do that.
He was very happy.
Yeah, he was very happy. So those were my favourite scenes at the start. And my other favourite scene at the end that I thought was important was the mention of the Sharingan. The Sharingan is a really important part of Naruto. So I thought it was really good to learn more about it and to see Sasuke's reaction to Kakashi actually having it, since it is a Uchiha bloodline trait.
We'd also like to show off our favourite panels.
Yes.
She has 2.
Yeah, I have 2. I couldn't choose just one. So my first one is on page 69. And as previously mentioned, it was when Naruto cut into his arm to get the poison out. In one of the panels, Kakashi actually says to him, "You could bleed to death. I'm serious." And he had another love heart.
He had his heart again.
Yeah. And just his reaction, smiling while telling Naruto that he was probably going to die if he didn't fix it. Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. So my second favorite panel, it's actually a drawing on the chapter page for chapter 16. It's Kakashi lying in bed without his mask, but he still has his sheet covering him. Of course, he has both his team photos. So Team 7, which is Sakura, Naruto, Sasuke, Kakashi. And then Kakashi's team when he was a child, which I won't get into yet because it's also foreshadowing. But yeah, that team's really important. So I'm glad that was mentioned so early on.
I liked the title page for chapter 9. It's a picture of Naruto, and in the background it says, "Don't be defeated by DNA," which I feel like is a recurring thing for the kid throughout the whole series.
Yeah.
He doesn't let the nine-tailed demon fox really define who he is and what he can do. So I thought that was a really cool scene. It was powerful.
Yeah, and I feel like that "don't be defeated by DNA" has so many more extra meanings later on in the series, and especially in Shippuden, so it could be foreshadowing as well.
Speaking of DNA...
Yes. My favourite combat scene in this volume was Kakashi and his use of the Sharingan. I know I previously mentioned it, but in more detail, he actually used it to copy Zabas's moves, and I thought that was cool. And I think it's the reason why it's a lot of people's favourite fight scene, because we don't really see that much later on and in Shippuden, so it was good to see him actually use someone else's jutsu, which is why he's called the copycat ninja, and people claim he can use over 1,000 jutsu, which we haven't seen so far. But yeah, like I said, it was good to see him actually copy the hand signs at the same speed and to get under Zabas's skin and him think that he was reading his mind. So I thought that was good.
Yeah. I really liked Naruto's ploy to help save Kakashi. I thought that was cool. It was the sort of first time we really see Team 7 do anything useful.
Yeah, well, you're right.
He and Sasuke do a little bit of that teamwork that's been previously mentioned.
Without talking.
No, there's no mention of the plan whatsoever. And they managed to save Kakashi. I thought it was really cool. It was really creative what they did to help save him, and it obviously worked since Kakashi broke free.
So yeah, that's just what that was.
That's all for volume 2 today. Just stay tuned, and we will be back next week with volume 3.
Yeah, so look forward to that. Bye. Tickled my pickle. I'm not gonna say that.